Good morning. Squeeze on by. Good morning. We have probably 2 or 3 minutes before we get going, so a nice amount of time to settle in, get tuned in, roll out your mat, and create your space. If there's anything you'd like to have nearby, put it within arm's reach. That could be a tissue, a block, a strap, whatever it is you may want for your practice today. We are going to begin in a kneeling posture if you wanted to head that way. But use this time how you like. Gentle warm up, maybe some centering, some quieting of the mind. So we're just coming onto the mat. So probably another minute or two before we get going. Just settling in, making our space. Putting anything you may want in your practice within arm's reach. Ooh, pardon me. So as we prepare for our practice, we are going to begin in a kneeling pose. If you have a block nearby and you'd like to use that to help support you here, you could set it just underneath the sit bones. If kneeling really isn't working for you today, you can go ahead and take a seat, letting the sit bones connect down to the mat. Legs could be crossed, legs could be out. Finding a shape that serves you this morning. So we'll make our way to that posture. And again, whichever variation serves you. We'll sit up tall, a little tuck of the chin as we let the crown of the head lift up. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Arms can rest, or hands can rest in our lap. Down alongside body, maybe the fingertips brush the earth, that nice connection point. And then maybe close the eyes as you allow the attention to turn in to check in with the self. And the body. Grow awareness. No judgment, just checking in to see how you're feeling this morning in this moment. Begin to deepen the breath. Allow the inhales to fill the lungs, the ribs expand. With the exhale, feel the body settle, that little release of tension. Nice full rounds in and out. Breathe through the nose. And if you'd like to set an intention for class today, something positive that's speaking to you, I welcome you to do that now. Maybe it's a focus on calm. Maybe it's a focus on courage. Whatever it is that's speaking to you, tuck it in there, a nice touch point for the mind. Help it stay connected to the practice. We'll flutter the eyes open. Drop left ear toward left shoulder. Back to center. Opposite side. The weight of the head helps you create this stretch through the neck. Back to center. Chin to chest. And draw a line with the nose all the way up to the sky. Slow lift of the heart. And back to center. We'll look left and then right. And then left once more. And back to right. Return to center as we take little circles with the shoulders. You can start forward or backward. Start small and gently grow the circles larger. Allow the arms to move with you. Slow it down and reverse direction. Start small. Awareness on how the shoulders are feeling as you grow these circles larger. That connection down into back body, into the arms. Slow it down. Find stillness. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the hands forward as we come into a tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees as best you can. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. Give yourself a base. We'll start with a flat back. Then inhale as we lower the belly. Lift the gaze. Exhale as we round. Arch the back. Draw the gaze into the navel. And then continue at your own breath pace. Inhale to lower. Exhale to arch. And you can invite in other gentle movement that feels right for you here today. Maybe a little ribs side to side. You can take a gentle rock back and forth. Whatever you choose, try to connect movement with breath. Mindful of how the spine is feeling. We'll take one more full round before meeting back at our neutral spine. From here, we'll take the hands forward, a handprint each. Curl the toes. Lift the knees as you shift the hips up and back, coming into down dog. Not hanging out here too long today. One more breath. Start to walk the hands toward the feet as you find forward fold at the back of the mat. Head hangs, arms can reach to the earth. You could grab opposite elbows to hang in ragdoll, maybe a little micro bend at the knees. Lots of options. If you're holding elbows, go ahead and release those hands. We'll lower the hips, belly to thighs, root down, and gently roll up. Coming to standing. Feet are about hip width distance apart. Standing tall, head over heart. Arms are at our side, palms forward, thumbs away from the body. We'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice big inhale to reach. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll take left hand to left hip. Inhale up the right. Exhale as you take it over. Start to press through the right hip. The weight shifts to that right foot. Left foot stays connected to the mat, or you can reach it out and tap the toes, creating a crescent moon shape. Yogi's choice. A little softness through the shoulder. We'll inhale up. Exhale, right hand to hip. Left hand begins down at our side as we inhale it up. Exhale it over. Gently press out to the left. Feel the weight shift in the feet. And again, you have those options for the right. Keep the breath steady. We'll inhale up. Exhale down. Release both hands down to your side. Inhale up. On the exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way down. Maybe shake the head a little, yes and no, to loosen the neck. On an inhale, we'll engage the core as we come to half lift. Navel comes in toward the spine. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Hands to shins or thighs, or airplane arms if you're feeling nice and strong today. Exhale as you release. Back to forward fold. Big inhale brings us up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice big inhale as we reach. Exhale as we forward fold. We'll plant the hand on the mat underneath our head or on a block or on a chair or a table, maybe the wall, something that's nearby if you like. We'll start to bend the right knee as we rotate and lift the left arm. The gaze follows the upper hand if able. If not, it can stay at that side wall or down at the mat. I find allowing it to travel with me helps me rotate through the ribs a bit more and keep that left arm kind of stacked, not kind of floating off. On an exhale, unwind, left hand down to mat, swap it out. And again, it can be mat, it can be block, it can be the wall, anywhere you need to bring the earth a little closer to you. Right leg is now straight. We're going to generously bend that left knee, rotate through the ribs, draw the right arm up. Nice steady breath. Use the exhale. Help you feel a little more space. Maybe you can rotate a bit more through the ribs. Maybe just in your mind. And we'll exhale to unwind, back to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you release. We'll generously bend the knees, lower the hips, belly to thighs. Leave the hips low as you lift the torso, arms in front of you holding that big beach ball. Tailbone draws down. Exhale, hands to feet, hips to sky, forward fold. Big inhale as we scoop the air around us, lift up, and exhale, hands to heart center. We'll bring the hands around behind us. You can take fists to low back, flat palms, whatever's serving you best today, and start to draw the elbows a little closer together. Maybe stay right here. This might be all the chest opener you need today. Really mindful of how the shoulders are feeling as well. If you'd like to take it a little deeper, we'll stand tall. Arch back, big beach ball behind us. The gaze travels up. Our standing back bend. You can come in and out of this as you need. Trying to keep the heart lifted. We'll inhale up. Exhale as we release the arms, give them a little wiggle. We'll take the feet a little wider than hip width distance. Probably not off of the mat though. A little softness in the knees as we inhale up the arms. Exhale as we open to the right. So arms come out to that T. Back to center. Exhale to the left. Softness in the knees and hips. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Back to center once more each side. Center and left. Back to center. Hands to heart. We'll release the hands. Let the arms be loose. Keep a little bend at the knees. Ease in the hips as we start to rotate the body and let the arms swing. Hands tap the low back, the hip in front. And you can stay here. If you'd like to deepen it, you can lift the heel a little bit. Maybe you find a deeper twist that way. Maybe that just feels better for your knees, your legs. Again, there's always lots of variations, lots of ways to explore. Keep the shoulders loose. We'll slow it down. Find stillness at center as we heel toe the feet back to about hip width distance. Inhale the arms up. Exhale as we forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. We'll start to walk the hands away from the body, finding high plank as best you can. Knees can go down to the mat here if you need. Elbows tight to the body as we lower down through chaturanga to the belly. Uncurl the toes. Inhale up, baby cobra, maybe a half cobra. Exhale as we release. Curl the toes. We'll press up to an extended tabletop so the knees are down. Set our base. Fingers are spread wide. We're gripping the mat. Lift the knees, hips go high. Make any little adjustments you need to as you find your down dog. Arms are strong. Trying to keep a nice flat back. Start to walk the feet toward the hands, coming to forward fold near the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, strong back, strong core. Exhale as you release. Nice big inhale as we draw up, reach it tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll step back with the right foot, setting it at about a 45-degree angle. Bend in that left knee. It's stacked over the ankle or a little bit behind it. Hips square to the short edge of the mat. Both feet are rooted down. Arms are at our side. Palms forward, thumbs away from the body to start. Take a breath here. Inhale the arms up to that V as we find our warrior one. Shoulders drop away from the ears. You can keep a little bend at the elbows. Spread the fingers wide. Nice open heart. Release the hands, dropping them behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Knuckles draw down, shoulder blades together. With control, take left shoulder toward left knee. The belly might rest on the thigh. It might float inside. Might have to adjust your stance a little bit. We'll press into that left knee or left foot as we lift up. Release the hands, rotate onto the ball of the back foot. Little rock. Ooh, and we step forward. Trying to hold on to our balance there. So we're back into Tadasana near the front of the mat. We'll step back with the left foot. So swapping sides, we've got that bend at the right knee. Feet rooted down, we're finding our foundation. Torso is centered, not forward, not back. Nice and neutral. The gaze is forward. Take a breath as we feel our foundation. Inhale the arms up. That victorious posture. Fingers reach to the sky. Palms shine toward one another. Maybe you tap back into that intention that you set for class. Exhale as you release the hands. They interlace behind the back. Draw down. Shoulders together. Right shoulder toward right knee. Humble warrior. Nice and controlled. Keep both feet rooted down. Press into the right foot as we lift up. Release the hands, rotate onto the ball of the back foot. With control, little rock, and step the left foot forward. Nice work. We'll shift the weight over to the left, working on a little balance, but with some movement. So shift the weight to the left. Nice, strong support, long line through the body as we lift the right leg up to 90. Find a non-moving focal point in front of you. Lower the right foot down. Root into that foot. Strong support as we lift the left foot to 90. Arms are just at our side. We're standing tall. We lower the left foot. We lift the right. Keep your focus. Lower the right. Lift the left. Nice and steady. We lower the left. Lift the right. This time let's wrap the hands around that knee. Draw it in a little closer to the body. Keep standing tall. We'll release our hold on the knee. Let right foot go back to the mat. Lift the left. Wrap hands around that knee. Draw it in a little closer. Strong support. Our foundation is solid. And wiggle a little bit. That's all right. Release our hold. Let the left foot journey down. Find that solid Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other. High plank. With control, lower to the mat. And curl the toes. Inhale up to your cobra. Exhale as you release, curl the toes, press the hips up and back. You can use the extended tabletop as a transition to get here if you like. And we'll meet in down dog. The hamstrings are feeling tight. You can take a generous bend at the knees. You just want to incorporate some movement. You can pedal the feet. You can shift the hips a bit. Walk the hands toward the feet. We'll meet at forward fold at the back of the mat. Heel toe the feet together. Lower the hips. Press the legs together as you lift the heart. Chair pose. Tailbone draws down. We're holding that big beach ball in front of us, but if that doesn't serve your shoulders, you can go hands to heart center. Building lots of strength through our legs. On an exhale, hands to feet, hips to sky, forward fold. We'll inhale, half lift. That nice flat back, 7 shape. Notice the little difference with the feet together. Exhale as you release. Big inhale draws us up. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll release the hands. Take the feet a little distance apart. Right foot's going to stay where it's at. Left's going to step forward 2 to 3 feet. Feet are on skis. Hips are square to the short edge of the mat. Hands to hips. Lead with the heart as you keep a long spine and hinge forward. Maybe that's 10 degrees, maybe it's 45. Maybe you keep going. Make any little adjustments you need. Maybe you can fold down, really check in with the back of the left leg, seeing how that's feeling. If you have blocks, that can bring the earth a little closer to you. There's a wall in front of you, you could use that. Fun to explore the shapes, trying different things, checking in with the body to see how it's feeling, and being mindful if something's not serving us that day, gently backing out and knowing that there's places to grow and explore. We'll take a generous bend at that left knee as we press up, and big step forward with the right foot. The right foot forward, left foot back, feet are on skis, stand tall, and hinge forward. Take your time. Notice if the hips get really out of whack. If they do, gently square them back up. You can come in and out of the shape as you need. Continue to breathe. Both feet are flat on the mat. Generous bend in that right knee as we press up. Bring the left foot forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you release. Plant the hands, step one foot back and then the other. High plank, lower down. Inhale up, your cobra. Exhale as you release, curl the toes. Down dog. Lower the knees, uncurl the toes, hips to heels, child's pose. You can also take the knees wide to the edges of the mat and create a little extra space for you to melt into. Let's soften the arms with a bend at the elbows. Allow the breath to gently return to whatever natural rhythm works for you right now. Close the eyes. Check in with the body. Notice the energy that you've cultivated, the space you've invited in, the strength that you've built. Tap into that intention, imagining yourself taking it from the mat out into the world with you. We'll start to walk the hands in as we lift up. From here, you could head to a Shavasana or rotate onto a hip as you find a comfortable seated pose. We'll bring hands together at heart center as we round out our practice together today. I encourage you to take kind thoughts, kind words, and those kind intentions with you from now until we meet again. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.